Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Hello, my Level Up leaders. You are amazing today, right? You are amazing. And I'm so grateful that you are here. Last week, we spoke about servant leadership. Leadership is such a huge part of leveling up. Leaders empower leaders. Servant leaders lead by example. Leadership is loving people and leading with your full heart from the front. So this week, we're going to be talking about duplication. I love this topic so much. See, here's the thing. When we think about duplication, first of all, you might be thinking like, what is duplication? Okay. We're not talking about math. We're not talking about multiplication. Duplication isn't a little thing. It's everything. It's people duplicating what you do. From the very first encounter, when we are sharing what we do, we are setting the tone, the standard. When we are developing leaders, our actions, our words, our urgency, our excellence, it's duplicated. What we do duplicates. Our effort duplicates. Our mindset duplicates. How we treat our business duplicates. How we treat others duplicates. How we deal with adversity duplicates. As leaders, we don't attract what we want into our life and into our business. We attract what we are being. That is what we duplicate, what we are being. So what are we going to do today? We're going to be going over 11 areas. Now, honestly, I don't even know where I came up with the number 11. I just kept jotting down a list and I probably could have gone to 100, but I don't know if you want to spend that much time with me today. Okay. So we're going to focus on 11 areas like to really hone in on and realize, wow, like how do I lead in these areas? What do I do in these areas? Because this is an opportunity to develop and change ourselves because what we do in this area, they're duplicating and it is huge in our level of leveling up and success. Okay. So number one, how do you share what you do? All right. So you might be in the business of selling or recruiting or I don't even know, maybe you own a little gift shop. I don't know what you do. Okay. But how do you share what you do? Because if you own a business, if you're an entrepreneur, right? Or you're in a leadership role, how you share what you do matters. So let's think of the story of Walt Disney. I love the story of Walt Disney. Like he had a vision. Like when there was just swampland in Florida and just nothing but like hundreds of acres of trees and swamp and muddy areas. And he had a vision for an amusement park and rides and a vacation destination from people all over the world. And like, what if people didn't see it? Did he quiet his vision down because he had some friends that thought he was out of his mind? Like whatever you're doing, own your vision. Be proud to share what you do. Okay. Don't allow anyone to take your vision from you unless you give them the power to take it. That's the only way they can take your vision. And this is where conviction in your vision, it matters. Your strength in who you are and where you are going matters. People want to join and follow visionaries. People want to join and follow commitment. People want to be led by someone who's absolutely certain of where they are headed. Develop a vision, one that is bold, one that is full of color, vivid, huge. Breathe it into the hearts and the souls of everyone that you lead. Everyone you share what you're doing with, right? Like really share your vision. Big visions get duplicated. Small visions get duplicated. And it starts with you. You are responsible for how you cast a vision. So stand in it. Be brave. Own it. Own your passion, your level of conviction. Are you convicted? Like you're convicted about who you are, what you're creating, what you represent, where you're going. What is your level of belief, right? When you're sharing it, is there an invisible exclamation point or a question mark, meaning certainty versus uncertainty? Are you a professional? Are you the person to follow? Would you want to join you? Are you practicing, right? Number 2, how quick do you start a business and get going, immediately looking to engage in your business, right? So if you own a business, are you like easing into it? I'm going to do it when it's convenient. You know what? I started my business on a Thursday, but I think I'll actually start doing something maybe next Wednesday, right? Or are you like, I started a business. I'm jumping in. I'm hungry. I'm obsessed. I'm going to pound the pavement and I'm going to get started right away. I'm a leader. Leaders are urgent. I'm going to create an atmosphere of chaos and fun and energy and like moving. Moving is sexy. Energy is sexy. But some people, I always use Wendy's example. They're just like la-di-da. That Wendy's a leader on my team and a really dear friend. And she's like, she talks about this all the time. Like, are you just like la-di-da? Like, I'm just la-di-da. I'm here. When I get to it, I get to it. How you get started matters and how you get started duplicates. Okay. Number 3, what is your level of energy? What's your level? Are you high energy? Is your energy contagious? Is your energy dependent on the reactions of others? So meaning like if you're around high vibe people, you're vibing high, you're around, like somber people, you're somber. Maybe your energy wavers based on the results you get in your success, your business, your day. But like, what's your level of energy? Because you want it to be high all the time. I just came back from the United Kingdom. I was there speaking. I was a keynote speaker and I had the most amazing time. You guys, I came home. My luggage didn't come home. My luggage, but I was so great. First of all, I've been home since Saturday. Today's Thursday. It's almost a week, but like I made it safe. I flew upper class, which I tell you that raised my whole vision because like that's even like a step above first class. And like they brought me food on China. It's like the little things. You would have thought I never made 2 pennies in my life. It was amazing. Okay. But my whole point getting back to this is like, my energy of not having my luggage come home, I could have been talking about it. I could have been negative. I could have been mad. I could have let it allow and ruin the trip that I had the most, but I didn't even talk about it. Like I didn't even talk about it. I know it's going to show up. I feel amazing that I know it's going to show up. And if for some reason it doesn't show up, whoever has it needs it more than I do. Like it's all good. Like I own my energy. I'm alive. I'm breathing and I'm vibing high no matter what. Okay. So is your energy consistent? Do you work on your energy? Like think about it. Like, do you light up the room when you walk in? Right? Do people feel better around you? Or, I hate to ask this, are you a little bit drab? Are you a little bit ho-hum? Can people feel your low energy? Because the reality is energy matters. A high energy, positive leader isn't going to be attracted to a low vibe person. Low vibe energy attracts and duplicates low vibe people and low vibe atmospheres. And it's the same with high vibe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your vibe is duplicated in your organization, your business, your life, your relationships. Okay. Number 4, what is your level of professionalism? We did an episode on how do you show up? And when we look at it, in fact, we were just doing a meeting about my analytics. That's one of the episodes that's pretty high up there. Like, how do you show up? How do you speak? How do you present? Do you practice? Do you show up as the leader to follow? Or like, are you showing up kind of like talking about your business, talking about what you do, and you're showing up in leggings and a t-shirt? Now, I love leggings and a t-shirt. Okay. But that's not professional to me. Like I know we do a lot of work from home, but that's not professional. Are you professional in your industry? Do you study it? Do you speak about it with confidence? Are you influenced by the opinions of others? Is your excitement and vision dependent on others? Stand in your success. Stand in your vision. Be a professional. here's what's going to happen. You will duplicate professionals. People might not understand what you are creating. People may question your vision, but it's your vision. Be professional about it. I mean, do you think if I walked into a doctor's office and I really gave them my opinion on them becoming a doctor, when I walk out of that office, I'm like, oh, wow, I really wonder if I made a poor choice. I really wonder if I should rethink this whole thing. They're not. Why? Because they're a professional. Even if their feelings get hurt, they're a professional. Do the work to back it up. Live in your word. That's professional. Stand in your possibility. Be the evidence you want to create in the field that you are in. Be willing to outwork everyone. We are living in a society that underachieving is celebrated. It's rewarded. Hard work and hustle is the foundation of success, and that will never change. And I get today that we have social media. Like, I get it. Okay. But here's the reality. We were just talking about my social media too. I know it needs to improve, but if I relied on my social media, right, for my future, my financial success, I'd be broke. Social media didn't build my grit. Social media didn't build my relationships. Social media didn't build my level of professionalism. Presenting over and over to as many people as I could, that built my professionalism. Falling, getting up, learning. All of a sudden, people think that work, right, could be like taking a picture. I don't know, whether it's a selfie, whether you have a water bottle, whether you're sitting on the beach, and like they're hashtagging dream life. And they're thinking these people are professional. Now, I'm all about getting an aesthetically pleasing picture. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love it. Okay. But that's not what builds us into a professional. It's minimizing the work that it actually takes to level up in whatever it is that you do. Professionals don't arrive. They don't coast. They own their actions. They live in their decisions. They're a stand for the industry they represent. You have that much power to create that level of duplication in whatever field you're in. What level of professionalism do you want to duplicate? Number 5, what's your level of personal activity, personal effort, right? Personal work that you're contributing. What does your calendar look like? How many phone calls are you willing to make a day? How much effort are you putting into your goals, your business? Are you obsessed with success? Are you committed to the work? Because here's the thing. Most are in love with the possibility. People love hype and they shy away from the grind. They want to build a huge business without leaving their house. When in the world did work become unsexy? I have a business that I'm really grateful for. I'm really proud of. But you want to know the reality? I worked like a beast to build it. My calendar packed. Every day I was obsessed to add more and more and more and more. I'm 16 years in. I'm still working. I'm building. I'm leading. When we are not in personal activity, creating new business, you know what happens? We become just not relevant in the field that we're in. No matter what you do for a living, no matter what your profession is, leveling up is about creating new business, new customers, new relationships, new team members, new knowledge, new expansion. Every day you're building skills or you're building a feeling of unworthiness. See, we feel unworthy when we aren't working. When people feel this way, it's a reminder. It's that nudge inside of you to get to work. Do what you once did. Do what you know you're capable of. Your activity is being duplicated. Laziness duplicates. Status quo duplicates. Arriving duplicates. Underachieving duplicates. But here's the flip side. Excellence duplicates. High standards duplicates. Leading from the front is inspiring. People around you will be hungry to create the same. When we manage our existing business, it will be duplicated. When we aren't leading from the front, we are making whatever we do look hard. It creates a stale environment. It creates status quo. What do you want duplicated? Thriving business or a surviving business? Choose wisely, because what you do is being duplicated. Number 6, How big are your goals? Do you have a goal? Does it keep you up at night? Does it wake you up in the morning? Have you decided in your mind? Are you interested in achieving your goal or are you committed? Big difference, right? If you're unsure how you show up, the entire month will give you the answer. If you're interested or you're committed. When we're interested, we use words. When we're committed, here's the thing, like you just better get out of our way, right? Because it's getting done. A leader with goals has bigger conversations, bigger vision. They're in personal activity. They're hungry. They're creating an atmosphere of energy and urgency. A leader without a goal, they're helping. They're offering guidance. They're offering support, but there's a big difference. It creates a boring status quo level of activity, and it gets duplicated, right? So 7, how do you handle adversity? Our behavior gets duplicated. Do you remain positive? Does like your vision, like almost click on like a generator when there's some form of adversity and all of a sudden you are cast in that vision? Are you leading your ship? Think about the word leadership, right? I hear lead your ship. Adversity is part of success. It's part of expanding. People are watching you. Even if you don't have a team, your network is watching you. Your behavior and how you react is etched in their brain. So let's think of some of the adversities in business, right? Maybe you're in sales. Maybe that's rejection. Maybe it's setting a goal. Maybe it's missing it. Maybe it's losing team members or employees, the economy, change, things not going your way. Your mindset is everything. How do you show up? Leaders lead no matter what. They lean in. They light the way. They fly the plane. They calm the troops. They cast the vision. They show up bigger and better. This is noticed. It's appreciated and it's duplicated. Average get distracted. They get off course. They shrink back. They blame. They justify. And before you know it, they've duplicated themselves so well that they're surrounded by whiners versus winners. See, here's the thing. Winners never whine and whiners never win. 8, what do you do when you miss a goal? It's going to happen. Like leaders are formed in the dips. Leaders are formed in the misses, right? Misses meaning like miss something, right? What do you do when you miss a goal? Are you right back up again? Do you show up bigger than ever? Do you shrink back? Are you afraid to go for it again because you might fall? But my friend, what if you fly? Are you sitting out a bit until you have the right circumstances and the right team and the right level of belief? Is your energy just as high as if you did achieve it? All of this gets duplicated. Be the leader that's growth focused. They aren't just about the target. They're obsessed about the process, the grind, the learning, the going for it, the getting up again. Your team is watching you. Your family is watching you. If you want people to take your business serious, start taking it more serious. If you set a goal, if you miss it and you pull back, you're announcing to the world that this is hard and I'm tired. Your kids will follow your example. Your team will follow your example. Are you wrapping your mind around the true power of duplication? Because this power works for us or against us. We create it. Our actions, our words have a ripple effect. 9, what do you do when you achieve a goal, right? So here's the opposite end of the spectrum, but the same behavior. Do you immediately set another one, right? Just like getting up and resetting it. It's still setting a goal. Are you in growth mode or are you in manager mode? Did you rally your team until you achieved your goal and now you got your carrot and you're going to kind of help your team do the same? And we talked about servant leadership last episode. Leaders are always in motion. They're moving, they're stretching, they're reaching out of their comfort zone. A leader without a goal is a team without direction. Leaders are always pointing and leading the way to the vision. 10. What do you do when your company puts out an incentive, right? Maybe your company does, maybe it doesn't, but there's all different challenges, incentives, bonuses. Everybody does things differently, right? Like, do you just maybe like send it out? Maybe do a call about it? Are you like notifying people or are you inspiring people to earn it, right? Because you're going first. Are you leading the way? Are you going the way? Are you showing the way? Are you showing everyone around you what is possible through your efforts and your determination? I'm not coming from a place of judgment, but we all have standards. This is a non-negotiable for me. Leaders build for events. Leaders create value and urgency around incentives. Most companies launch incentives for you to lead and inspire your team to earn them, which in turn grows your business. If you talk about them, but you're not committed to raise your bar, over time you lose influence. The incentive loses its value. Why? Because we can't talk about it in integrity, knowing that we aren't making it a priority. If you want a team that earns incentives, commit to earning them. If you want a team full of rising stars, be the one. Be the star that leads your team and your company out of this galaxy. Number 11, what is your level of excellence? Do you do more than what is expected? If you have minimum quotas, right? Maybe it's like, this is what you need to do to stay at this level, or this promotion, or, tasks during the day, minimum. Okay. Is that your goal? Or are you the leader who's stretching to be in the top % of what you do? Do you go above and beyond? Do you hold yourself accountable? Are you pushing to the next level, or are you convincing yourself that you're happy where you are? I did an episode recently, Giving Up Good for Great. This is what it's about. You might have a good life. Are you willing to be uncomfortable to have a great life? You choose, because that is what's being duplicated. You want a business full of great, push yourself to be great. Are you wondering what more you can do for your team? And at the same time, you're literally not holding yourself accountable for excellence. Let me guess, your team isn't pushing either. It's called duplication. Most of the times we complain about things going on in our business, in our job, and it's a mirror image of what we are duplicating. Excellence isn't a skill. It's a standard. It's a habit. My friends, leadership isn't easy. It takes serious effort. Leadership means you are leading your ship. Leadership is influence. Everything you do will get duplicated. And here's something to think about. If you worked for you, would you hire you? Or would you fire you? Are you the model leader that you would want to not only have in your organization, but running your organization? Because the reality is you are running it. Are you someone you'd want running your company or your business? Do you love your work ethic, right? And I don't ask those questions to make us feel bad, but to look within, because we could all do more. We could all do more to level up. We haven't even tapped into an ounce of our full potential. Okay. So remember, friends, we aren't going for perfection. We aren't perfect. We are, however, here to level up. It takes doing more. It takes being more. It takes being the bar, the example. Too many people are looking around. They want to inspire their teams to move, but it starts by us moving. It's impossible to inspire anyone to do what we make look hard. Make a list. Write out the most amazing leader you'd love to have on your team, in your business, in your company, every quality. Take a good look at that list and decide today to become that leader. You have the power and the potential to level up and duplicate excellence. You have what it takes to be the leader for this world to follow. Next week, we're going to be talking about 7 rules of life. All 7 things are essential to level up. So I love you all. When Wednesday's episode drops, it will be leadership characteristics that we're on a mission to become and duplicate. It's all going to be tied into the power of duplication. Love you, friends.